Hey everyone, very good morning. Welcome back to the pre-market outlook for the date of 24th September 2025. And we wanted to share initially before actually we are going to discuss about today's trend that through the way of showing the Nifty chart. Because how it has respected our prediction and reacted to the levels we have mentioned. After this, we will be discussing on the review and the preview based pre-market list. Kindly be online. We'll be sharing the Nifty chart now. See, as per our discussion based on the levels, the 25,331 was discussed in the recent sessions. After that, the break below 25,330 zone as a whole, we have suggested a sell signal may be getting after breaking below that point. Like for that signal, 25,261 would be watched as a support zone. If it is further breaking 25,261, the probability for making 25,145, which would be the interim range shift zone, which have been as respecting or acting as from the July month onwards. So that level 25,145. So many times we have discussed about this particular point. So that may be get approached like there. One can see any support or reversal point we are getting like. So for showcasing these points and all in the chart, you just take yesterday's and the recent days movement. Say for example, yesterday we have mentioned in our report about 25,070 would be acting as support and 25,261 and 25,331. So these are the levels we have discussed and mentioned in the report. But if you just check the high and the low of yesterday's one, the exact rejections where it made means 25,261, because when the market opens, this was not a real high. This was actually through the way of recovering, it has happened. So in that way, the market opened around 25,240 and went up to 25,250 level only. See the high of the particular candle, the opening candle. After that, it has fallen down continuously through the way of slow movement, and the support you can take from 25,084, which was just short of the real support level we have mentioned in the report, that 25,070. So just 15 points in advance to that, the Nifty took support, and look how it has actually constructed the bouncing activity and where it is really got rejected. 25,261. So exact point the Nifty acted and fell to the capping and fallen back to the 25,000 sub 200 levels, and it has closed above the level of the interim range shift zone of 25,145. So the 25,145 is acting till as a very important range shift zone and an intermediate basis or interim basis. And before that, 22nd high and low you can watch out. See the high of 25,331 as an exact point. Afterwards, it has fallen through the day to reach the 25,151 as low against our support of 25,145. So the levels how acting is being showcased now through the way of showing this chart. why we are actually making this kind of sharing means, so the levels based on the behavioral analysis, what we have been picking and announcing to you all or sharing to you all, in the maximum times, given the result as we predicted or forecasted, with an increased accuracy in the recent behavior analysis also, one can actually view on the chart for any instrument, or not only for the NIFTY, we are actually giving. So for that only, we have yesterday circulated the proof the NIFTY has witnessed for the levels we have been mentioning, and the pre-market based reports with highlighting points of those particular levels and sentences. We have circulated a feedback of the NIFTY's level, so that will be acting as an important decision making with proper grounds. With proper grounds means the proof the NIFTY already witnessed based on the levels. So these and all may be helping you to get more clarity, more than that, higher confidence while approaching the market. That's it. By coming to the part of today's pre-market outlook session, in the phrase itself, we have stated that a retracement bows to our predictions, with the 25,070 acting as a real support for the day yesterday, which actually significantly reversed or given the bounce for the NIFTY about 200 points, adhering to our predicted support zones. With the help of the major or core sectors like bank, particularly from public sector undertake, metals, and then auto. So those sectors helped and pushed the market up, while the sectors like FMCG, realty, and IT have been dragging the market or trying to pull down the market. So that was the review one can take from yesterday's one. For the day, the opening, as usual, it would be on the quiet manner or a flat manner, by aligning with the neutral or a range based trend in the global markets. But after opening, one should watch out the levels. Again, we have mentioned here as 25,261 until it is getting broken above the level of 25,261. There will be attraction of selling while approaching the support or capping point, not support. This is a resistance point. While approaching this point, where one can see the trend may be downwards, it may be drifting until it is clearly getting its second attempt of taking the support around 25,070. And 25,070 is getting broken, also not a worrisome one, because 25,000 as a whole, as a psychological support, one can see giving some relief to the current ongoing corrective phase. And more than all these levels and all, the corrective phase as per the behavioral analysis is getting weakened. That means the negative trend or a corrective trend is getting weakened because of the lack of participation on a continuous basis. This also can be taken as a signal for the positional kind of activities. Soon the NIFTY may get the reversal, but for that it is expected to maintain a very thin range or a slim range in today's trade between 25,070, 25,260, which may be around 200 points. And the breaking above the 25,261, if anything happens, you can also increase or you can get more confirmation on the NIFTY side that the ongoing correction may get end soon and may get interest towards or intention towards moving up to the level of 25,450 again. That may be suitable for positional trades only, not for the day. And during that particular journey, after breaking 25,261 and trying to break the next resistance of 25,331, so these levels and all will be helping the Nifty to climb further up towards 25,450. That is for positional trades. And more than that, as long as, very, very important point, as long as the Nifty is staying above the level of 24,400, which was actually recorded on chart on the 1st of September, one of our, and the very first date under our key dates for the month of September, we have mentioned in our monthly market outlook, also acting till now. After first means the first only, the 1st of September, we can review on the chart. The low it has actually formed as 24,400. Afterwards, no reversals, no breakdown happens, and continuously the market is constructed to see the new highs till now about 1,000 points after 25,448 as a high recorded on chart. So that much importance is actually the market is giving us a proof the dates we are mentioning. So until it is having this 24,400 as support without breaking this point, as long as it is holding, means the market would be treating that point as a bigger demand zone. Because of that, already 1,000 points, even though it has risen, the further upward momentum also, because of that particular strength, the market would be witnessing. The potentiality about that particular dates level, and more than that, 24,700 as a number one range shift zone, also protecting the Nifty if it is giving any retracement based fall. So it is clear that the market is in a clear bull run without having any doubt. And if the retracement kind of activities are happening, that should be utilized by the traders as an opportunity for building long in respective of the segment wise. So that's it. Based on that positional based analysis we can have. And today the market maybe get influenced by the sectors like automobile, bank, metal, real estate, and finance. On the stocks front, Ashok Leyland, PNB Housing Finance. These are all based on the technical behavior, and the rest of the stocks listed here based on news. Like HCL Technologies, Torrent Park, Torrent Pharma, Bajaj Electricals, and Adani Total Gas. Adani Total Gas also based on technical one. So that's it from today's session. For the pre-market outlook, we can discuss. Keep the stop loss without forgetting, without failing, for your all transactions to protect your capital and to get higher reward against this. We wish everyone to have a successful and a fruitful trading day. We'll see the query asked about the stock Dr. Reddy here. The Dr. Reddy, since the stock, not only the stock, the segment itself, that means the sector of pharma itself getting consolidated currently with the retracement happen after a strong rally happened on the index. And for that, the Dr. Reddy also getting consolidating. It is now expected to move slightly upside with the strategy of sell on rise, because if it is trying to rise further, anyhow the 1,300 and a round value of 1,300 is acting as an immediate support for the stock. But the thing would be minded about a rise on the stock around 2,320 above. If it is trying to move, also will attract the selling. It is better to reduce your position based on the bounce if it is giving, or otherwise keep the stop loss at 1300 below. Until it is holding this 1300, you can keep the positions long. Canara Bank, see, it is consolidating. It is not giving that much of higher momentum. Anyhow, the positivity have been confirmed on the stock from the positional perspective. If you are holding the stock, you can keep holding it for the target of 129 as an immediate one, 145 as a medium term. That means more than 3 months. If you are trying to hold, that target can be fixed. And the support side, as long as the support of 117 is held, no worries about the stock, because just 5 rupees value of support, it may be giving around 20 to 25 points for the positional targets. So it would be better to maintain 117 below until it is not breaking. You can keep this as a stop loss. And the Parag milk also one kind of query, and for that, since the Parag milk in the recent days witnesses a good rally, and now it is consolidating with a weak bias because of the profit booking only. And if it is trying to break 286, means where one can reduce the positions and one can see the stock maybe giving 280, 278 as a next downside levels, and there may be getting any support to bounce back. So until then, it would be better to maintain support about 280, 286. If it is breaking, you should actually reduce the positions if you are holding in a higher quantities, because the stock is currently consolidating with weak players. Financial services Nifty, actually the Spin Nifty as an index also consolidating, and the stocks actually we have been mentioning in the finance sector, the group of stocks like housing finance oriented, gold finance oriented. So these are all the stocks one should watch out. After that, finally it would be on the NBFC side. We have been stating the points on the financial services index side. As mentioned, you can take the chance for reviewing the housing finance stock like LIC housing or PNB housing, and on the Muthoot finance side from the gold part, and the NBFCs like Power Finance, Geo Finance, like the stocks and all actually trying to give some lighter movement. So based on this prediction, it is now expected to continue its consolidation, the index of financial services, and the 26,400 is acting as support. Until it is having the support, the probability for making a slight up movement towards a 25,650 to 700 zone. So probability will be on the higher side when compared to the lower side, because the lower side, the support recently taken, and until it is holding that 26,400 as a support, one can keep accumulating if you are holding the futures or options positions in the Nifty Financial Services. And for the stocks friend, by keeping this as a support, one can keep accumulating stocks like a PNB Housing, Muthoot Finance, Geo Finance kind of stocks. For the Sensex, the query happened here, and see, as like for Nifty, this is also in the way of completing, because the weakness is getting declined or reduced, and because of this, the phase is going to end soon. We can see the Sensex would be acting by treating the 81,600 around the zone as support, and until it is actually holding this particular zone, the break above yesterday's high about 82,370 would be helping to see the next zone of 82,600. In the way one can approach, until it is breaking yesterday's high, it is better to avoid trading on the Sensex side also. So because the range would be expected on the very small or a little So which may not be giving you that much of premium improvement while you are going for the option. So that would be better to apply wait and watch until it is giving a break on either side to make the trade. Particularly for the day traders, it would be advised. So that's it from today's query side also. So few queries it is happened today to be asking. So thank you for your queries, and we to have a successful trading day today. So we can conclude today's session and we'll meet again in tomorrow's one. Thank you. Bye-bye.